IT Expo, Los Angeles, California, 2008.
Hi, and welcome to Los Angeles. We're here at the IT Expo at the Los Angeles Convention Center, and I'm sitting here with Ingate's president, Stephen Johnson. Welcome, Stephen.
Thank you.
So, you've hosted a number of successful SIP trunking seminars here at IT Expo in the past, and you're doing the same at this show. How's the attendance been so far?
This show has really exceeded our expectations. We have a packed room. We had to move to bigger space, in fact, to accommodate the attendees at our seminars. We're really pleased.
Fantastic. What kind of response have you been hearing from some of the attendees?
We're hearing a lot of interest in SIP trunking, and we're hearing a lot of people asking specific pointed questions and riveted to the speakers. Because we now see a lot of people that are truly implementing SIP trunking, have plans to do so in the next few months, and they're very, very interested in the topic at hand.
Well, you're absolutely right. SIP trunking is very hot, certainly in the media and among a lot of the attendees and exhibitors here at the show.
Right.
What have you done? What's new in terms of your SIP trunking seminars this time around?
Well, we always try to expand them and improve them every time we come back. We have a tremendous lineup of speakers and companies represented, which we always have. But this year we have a couple of new things. We've added another demonstration of how to connect up a SIP trunk. We've added a couple of real case studies of people who have actually performed the installation and have SIP trunks running successfully. That should be very informative tomorrow. And then we have what we call the SIP trunking boot camp on Thursday, which between Avaya and ourselves, we will get into some real more specifics about implementing SIP trunking, and even down to the level of doing some training on the Ingate products themselves.
Excellent. And what kind of SIP trunking type solutions does Ingate offer? And for that matter, where can people go for information or other kinds of resources?
Sure. Ingate offers a border element. So our solution really is an enabler for SIP trunking into an enterprise. It does a number of different things, including NAT traversal and firewall traversal, but more importantly, it does normalization of the SIP traffic to make it easier to implement the SIP trunk. And it has security elements as well to make sure that those kind of considerations are taken care of on small and large business. So we offer that product as an appliance. It comes in various models and sizes, and it has certainly been well distributed to many different kinds of organizations through our distribution network and our value-added resellers.
Why is the work that you're doing important as enterprises look to leverage some of the new communications technologies available, things like unified communications?
Well, once the network is SIP enabled, that is, that the network is able to receive and send out SIP signaling and the related media to it, then not only do people have the opportunity to use SIP trunking, which is one application, but now they have the ability to easily and quickly evolve that into more types of applications, multimedia, video, presence, all of which are becoming very well known and very widely utilized in the enterprise. And as people become familiar with them and they expand their utilization, they always come back and say, this stuff is really great, that we really now can see the benefit of going to a SIP-based communication system over the traditional telephony that we've been accustomed to.
Excellent. What about security? What kind of a role is security playing? Is it still at the forefront?
Well, we've seen that security is something that enterprises are very, very interested in. We as a border element have security components in our system that enable companies to control what is permitted into the system. So we can trap on flawed kind of signaling that may be attempted to get into the system. We can add things for intrusion prevention and detection. We can even do encryption so that conversations are extremely private, more private than it could ever be on the traditional telephony system. So security is always something that is at the forefront of our mind and something that we always consider when we actually do develop a product and enhance that product for the next generation.
Certainly one of the things that we also focus on here at the show is the reseller and the systems integrator community. How do you play in that space? How do you help that community?
Sure. We complete the solution, actually. I think that's the best way we can describe it. That when they're installing a SIP trunk or SIP in any form, we have the ability to enable that into the network, to allow it in, and to make sure that when it does come in, it's the kind of signaling people are looking for, and it's not in any way detrimental to their network. So we complete the solution. We enable the reseller to bring a full solution to their customer, and to enable people to install SIP trunking in an easy way, actually, with the SIP trunking startup tools that we have available on our product.
Anybody that's known your products and your company knows your history with between SIP and security solutions. How are you leveraging that history and that background now that SIP trunking is such a hot topic?
We're trying to make sure that we apply it in the ways that I described, to make sure that companies, when they install SIP trunking, are confident and comfortable with what they are going to get. And so we have done a lot of interoperability testing with PBX vendors and service providers, and as a result of that are able to easily allow people to get our products set up to actually make that communication link between the PBX and the service provider. So we think that all of this work that we have done over the past 7 years of our history is now really being implemented in ways that are very instrumental to the success of SIP trunking. And we're very happy to be part of the TMC Expo here, as well as to be part of the alliances that we've created with the PBX vendors and service providers. And resellers are a very big part of bringing that solution off to enterprises who are looking for a complete and robust solution for SIP trunking.
Excellent. Thank you, Stephen. We've been chatting about SIP trunking with Ingate's president, Stephen Johnson. For more information, I hope you can find time to head upstairs to Ingate's SIP trunking seminar series here at IT Expo in Los Angeles. Thanks, Stephen.
Thank you.